some body shots. We've seen how good of a...
That high guard and knows he's got...
The biggest opportunity here is Darren hitting that.
Said he doesn't deserve the chance. Disagrees. Most worryingly, that you'd never believe he went from Yusuf Al-Hamid.
It was a privilege to watch him win that one. Him getting pushed back and backed up into the corner to allow Lomachenko to pick the shots. You've got nowhere Lomachenko does.
His routine.
Lomachenko to lead and try and counter him. This is good work, the variation.
A few seconds before that from Lomachenko, finding the gaps in the Crawler defence.
Yeah, Lomachenko's just pushing Crawler into each corner.
Lomachenko, as always, has...
Look at the movement, in and out all the time. The distance is perfect.
Oh, double up with the left hand. And again, utilises the backhand from the southpaw stance. And now he's looking as though he wants a stoppage here. He's right on the front foot. And is there Crawler or not getting up for it?
And these shots, look at that left hand, beautiful shot. Crawler took it well. It's fantastic.
Punishment here, Crawler. Those left hands through the middle and that body shot as well. The uppercut is really...
And as Darren said earlier, levels in boxing. And Crawler, a good former world champion. But at the moment, he looks like he's in with an absolute superstar.
Absolutely. I mean, he doesn't stay at one pace. And there's a lovely right uppercut.
What for Crawler is that Lomachenko is forcing him into each corner. He's using that footwork, and now he's starting to unload with the clusters of punches, and he's in trouble here, Crawler.
Big shots, left hook really troubled him. Anthony Crawler, and the referee's already having a close look. Back into the third, he's going to have to throw something.
Starting to unload with the clusters of punches, and he's in trouble here, Crawler.
Big shots, left hook really troubled him. Anthony Crawler, and the referee's already having a close look. Back into the third, he's going to have to throw something back. He can't. And he runs
Himself out, but with someone of the fitness, the speed, and the experience of Lomachenko, I doubt that's the case. And he's come out all guns firing, all guns blazing in this round again.
Oh, it's all too much this for Anthony Crawler. He's brave, he's defiant, as we knew he would be. Play, and a body shot as well here. And the referee would have to make a more serious decision, and that is to stop the fight. All the corner, but Crawler is going to go out fighting. All the corner, but Crawler is going to go out fighting, and he can't take it anymore.
I have no idea why he was counting when Crawler went down then. You know, you could see he was gone, you know.
Touch him up, let's go.
As I seen them come in, they both came in kind of dry. I mean, I don't...
Lomachenko is a tremendous tactician. Here in his first round, feeling out, looking to where to go. His form is textbook, defensive, but it's been Lomachenko that's been stalking. Rocky goes to the stomach and backs him up by going to the stomach. Now Lomachenko backs him up again.
He's going to see that a lot.
Martinez still trying to figure out Lomachenko in the first round. Did not throw many punches.
But it's different styles because Vasiliy is coming to fight.
Rocky trying to get that straight right hand out there. He's been a little gun shy thus far. Backing up, trying to...
Because he's been pushing him around. But this is the way Martinez fights all his fights. I mean, he looks like a rag going back.
Nice combination, straight left hand got through by Lomachenko.
I'm not a dirty fighter. That's not in my game plan to make it a dirty fight, but that's the second I've seen that's been a little bit low. So maybe he's saying that so that nobody looks for it ahead of time, but obviously against Toledo it worked in terms of the judges.
But he's got long arms, and the way he tries to shoot his punches, they might go a little low.
And Lomachenko's
because Lomachenko's going down.
Yep.
That straight left is getting through by Lomachenko. And Rocky is really playing the role of counterpuncher and finally throws a right hand, but he's counterpunching without throwing the punch.
Right, but you see, if you jab a lot to a southpaw, you're going to get hit. So instead of jabbing a lot, fake the jab and hit him with a left hook, right, and punch, that's it, punch from there. And keep making him turn though, don't let him go the other way. Like right there, he stood there, he shouldn't stay there.
Very quick and elusive with Lomachenko. Oh, right hand by Lomachenko! And he caught Rocky a little bewildered as he made his move.
He just slides one way and punches you from the other angle.
Another move!
Offense as his defense.
All he has to do is, he's trying to do it, but he's taking too long to do it. That's the right hand and then come with the hook. Or bring him over. If that's not working, you bring him over with your hook so you can hit him with your right hand.
To get him where you want.
Nice combination by Lomachenko. Now he's peppering the jab. Instead of leading with the left hand, which he did early, now he's leading with the jab. There's the lead with the left hand.
They're asking him to jab, but I don't think it's the right thing right now to do.
Nice swift move again. Lomachenko, three-punch combination on a spinning turn move. Martinez trying to move his head a little bit. Establish something. Which is a little bit opposite of what you see in textbook fighting. Here's a short uppercut that landed by Lomachenko. Rocky comes back with a right.
That's the right hand he should be shooting all night.
Yep. Lomachenko catches him with a combination. Short, crisp left uppercut. Now you're here, now you're not. Rocky gets in a short left hook. Oh, straight left hand by Lomachenko on the button right before the bell. Martinez landed a couple of punches. To the body goes Martinez. You can hear that body blow, it's good. Left hand, short left hand by Lomachenko, got in there. Lomachenko chops away at the midsection. Scheduled for 12.
He's got to forget about where he's going to be, and he's got to try to do what he's supposed to do.
Man, that was close to the belt by Lomachenko. Now he's upstairs. Good straight left. And now peppering, doubling up on the jab. And following it up with a straight left hand. Lomachenko is putting out an exhibition in this round.
And he spoke of his chance to make history tonight. Now you can see. You can see why his promoter was not scared to put him into a world title fight.
I know there's another fights too, but he's tough. But he
don't fights after an incredible amateur career, two-time Olympic gold medal performer.
And the guy he lost to, he went back and beat him twice after that.
He got his revenge. That guy doesn't want to see him ever again.
He said thank you to Lomachenko when he decided to turn pro.
Lomachenko landed another body with the left hand. Rocky scared. Goes down. Rocky scared.
He did it.
That's it.
He did it.
He's getting out.
He did it.
That's it. What performance in a cartwheel and a backflip to boot. Lomachenko with a spectacular knockout.
Wow. Wow.
The new WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Vasiliy.
A low blow. This was the right hand that would stray low against Lomachenko. Now he wants to commit to the body.
Low. Impossible to talk about a Ukrainian fighter at this moment in time without observing the country, which is not now under threat from Russian insurgents. And to worry about Russian insurgency in his part of the country.
Vasiliy Lomachenko, you know, Jim, he's walking him down. He's pretty good at walking him. That right jab constantly is beautiful, which sets up his straight left hand. So and now I'm going to show you how Steve Farhood has to fight.
Steve, how do you have it?
But that first round was very close. I would give no argument to anybody who scored it for Rodriguez.
Of course, of HBO. In this round, Lomachenko seems to me, as time goes on, against Miguel Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's getting more accurate, Jim, but Lomachenko is pressing forward more than he did, let's say, in round 1 or 2.
Held the title at 122, moving up to 126, is scheduled for 10.
Whereas Lomachenko's hands are getting quicker. He's throwing more combinations now, putting number 2 not as sharp as he was in the first few rounds.
Couple of hard shots.
Now, got to move around and then look for the stomach. How are you feeling? Good?
Lomachenko using that jab that they implored him to use at a point.
Yeah, he's working off his jab. Now he's using head movement along with the jab and throwing combination.
A hand issue. Lomachenko hurt his left hand in his last fight. It was sparring, and we have seen him use it in this fight, but not a lot.
Came in with a record of 51 wins and only 1 loss. He had an amazing record coming in every round, despite the loss of the use of his left hand, at least as a punching weapon for them.
And he now has almost doubled.
Rodriguez again. Both unofficial scores gave the third.
Now Gammy has a cut over his right eye. That's not good for him because Lomachenko seems to be a big problem. Like that.
Wow. Taking for guys like us who have been around the ring for
my top 5 pound-for-pound list.
And you know, for a lot of people seeing this, they've never seen him.
But he might have a sense of what Bird was talking about. Oh. Wow.
And it speaks to the head movement and lack of it by Rodriguez.
Now he is taking over in a very big way. Oh, what uppercut.
What's happening? Tell me. Go do the work. Give him the work.
Fight up to that point became a landslide.
And to put it in perspective, well, power punches, which is extraordinary. So he landed 63% of his
Olympic bouts en route to 2 gold medals. And of course, we all know that the Olympic scoring system has 121 to 45 over 9 amateur bouts at the Olympics. In other words, he dominated all of them.
He gets a warning from the referee, and he said next time he's going to take a point.
More dynamic, and Rodriguez is having trouble finding it.
One of the things about Lomachenko that sometimes doesn't get as much punches easily.
That Rodriguez was able to land in the first couple of rounds. Lomachenko is now either slipping them or blocking them.
He didn't block that right hook then, but he took it very well.
Rodriguez is not giving up in this fight. It's just that he's faced with the skill.
Because he's constantly landing that shot.
He fought the very gritty, tough Orlando Salido, and Salido was able to get a decision win against him.
Manuel Lopez twice, and those big punches did not get Lomachenko out of it.
One of the things that Max Kellerman always talks about in
range. He plays a very good distance game with that right foot.
Time, that's all. Don't hit so hard. Don't try to knock him out.
Rodriguez paid the price for that low blow that went just under the belt line and in a very praising, pretty extraordinary. It was an awkward action, but Lomachenko doesn't stop fighting, does he?
No, he doesn't. The referee doesn't say stop. Yeah. He does not stop, which is what he's supposed to do.
He's been boxing all his life. If there are skeptics who wonder an adjustment going on. Steve Farhood's score will come up first, 50 to 44. Letterman's score is also going to be 50 to 44.
Now you might be surprised. Timing and his movement, just superb.
Harold, 2 8-point rounds in a row.
Oh yeah, you know, 5 rounds to nothing. Vasiliy Lomachenko.
And Vasily's father gave him a good bit of advice in the corner, told him not to go out and try to knock the kid out.
No. Much of what Rodriguez is doing in this fight against lesser fighters has worked just fine.
Last warning for holding, according to Robert Byrd. So now, I'll hit you with the other one when you do.
To be honest, I would take Rodriguez has done that to the point where it would be that.
There's another.
There you go.
That's Lomachenko.
Man won't stop hitting you low. Let him see how it feels, and that will remind him.
Do the same.
And this is 5th or 11th professional fight.
He is throwing punches below the belt. Now that one was actually kind of on the border, and you could make a case. Pointed out, decided to take matters in his own hand by going downstairs, and that one also was kind of borderline, but you could tell the intent.
I won't. Obviously, times have changed, Roy.
Your attempt to depend on the referee, your corner. Nobody else has stopped that.
Probably a book, too. Harold Letterman wants to make a point about low.
If you get hit below the belly button, it's a low blow. But you can't see the belly button. Now all of a sudden he's saying it's illegal. They really should change that rule and say...
Those of us who know and love him would say, what have you not been yelling and screaming about for years? Another look to 53, and Harold has it 60 to 52, and Lomachenko's just piling it up here.
Yeah, that body shot...
Apparently it was on the other side of Bird, and he didn't see it, but this is becoming a brutal display, and down goes...
Followed it with a straight left down the pipe.
45 seconds remaining in the round, and it will be make it out of the round as Lomachenko runs across the ring to get at him. He senses a possible stop.
For Rodriguez to survive, I believe, with Lomachenko going to his body like
in that situation right there.
Who has done it even better, throwing both the right hook and then the straight left hand downstairs.
He all of his body into that punch, but you saw how wide his feet were apart right then. That's what allows him to be such a devastating punch.
Knockdown on the body shot. And when you hit a guy in the solar plexus, as Lomachenko
in his career, so these final rounds, it's another challenge.
Would have given up by now, being hit as hard as he has.
Oh my, it was perfect. The straight left hand landed on the chin. His accurate.
But, you know, you got to give credit to Lomachenko as well. He is the type of a fighter that if you had to go and be one of them.
That's why he's called high tech.
Stop. Come in.
Now Lomachenko Rodriguez.
1 point, low blow. You got to keep him up. Okay? Don't make me a part of it.
Orlando Salido when he didn't get help from the referee.
The irony being, of course, that Russell may have the fastest takedowns in boxing. Another thing Lomachenko does, changes speeds on his punches. Sometimes he'll hit you with the softball. Sometimes
baseball that's really experienced, he may be able to throw and use that every time. He uses his tech to decide which pitch he'll use at what tier.
Rodriguez grabs Lomachenko's left arm again.
Stop. 7, 6.
Count the punch.
Is this? And you know, he has landed enough of these that Robert Byrd has pointed out a disqualification.
Rodriguez landed 4, count them, 4 of 32 punches. Lomachenko's that he threw.
And what's instructive about those 32 punches, the number of punches thrown by Rodriguez has about those 32 punches. The number of punches thrown by Rodriguez has...
What a couple, right hook.
8, 9, 10.
And that was a conscious
punches, but he whether it was feigning surprise or not,
to his attack, he played his part. He used his experience. Let this kid burn out to become pound for pound the best fighter on the planet.
7 out of 586. I'm going to say roughly that's about 42%.
Over the last 3 or 4 rounds, and the body work was impeccable. That right hook on the inside, and then at it. But at some point, either
his trainer or someone in his corner waved his arms and just said, don't bother. And he kind of Morales after the last knockdown against Manny Pacquiao in their 3rd fight, when Morales just sort of nodded to.
Hard to fault him because he kept taking what Lomachenko was given. See on the inside that the variety of work by Lomachenko, which is extraordinary. You know, he continues to work him over, and we may get a look at the corner as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a champion of the world, Vasiliy. You were fouled, hit low, maybe 100 times. You didn't complain to the referee.
Опыт, который я приобрел во время боя с Солидо.
That he thinks you're already a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter.
I agree that I have to fight someone notable, and I don't agree with people that say that I'm top 5 in the pound.
Let's see it. Let's go back up to James Brown.
All right, Jimmy, let me turn.
How, throw that little change up as a pitch.